Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Welcome to Zach's Top Stock Picks of the Week. I'm Tracey Ryniec, and I'm joined at the chairs this week by McQueeney. We've brought you a wellness company that used to be just a diet company, and we also brought one of the big financial services companies. Both are Zach's number one, so you're going to want to check these out. So first, Ryan, we're going to talk about my wellness company. I like to call it that now because it's Weight Watchers. Used to be, the Diet King, kind of slid into obscurity a bit because they are the ones that had the meetings. Once digital came about, who wants to go to an actual meeting? So that kind of was hurting them a lot with their number of subscribers. But then Oprah Winfrey bought in, and she became their spokesperson, and they seemingly have turned it around.
Yes, keep calm and do as Oprah does.
Yeah.
So many people live their lives.
Right, but it's been a couple years now. People don't realize when it is she actually bought in. I'm going to show that in a second, but I did want to show the estimates. Now, they haven't reported earnings yet this earnings season, but they are expected to on May 3rd, so everyone needs to keep an eye out for that. But I did bring the estimates because this is why it's Zach's number one. You can see for 2018, was supposed to make $1.66, now $2.58. That's just a huge jump from the last earnings report. And then 2019, the analysts are still super bullish for next year too. Now, what I like about Weight Watchers is they have been able to transform themselves with their recipes. They have a cookbook. Their Instagram account is really humming, and that is on the wellness side.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is really rejuvenating the brand.
Staying on trend.
Right. It's no longer about just diet. It's more about feeling good and being healthy, and that's really working for them. And they're no longer seeing the vast majority of their sales during the diet season, which is always in January.
Interesting.
Yeah, when we make the New Year's resolutions, but they're seeing it throughout the year, and that's a vital change for this company. Now, I did bring the chart with possibility of the Oprah Effect here, but I went back 3 years, and you can see back in 2015 where the shares spiked there. That was October 2015 when it was announced that she had bought 10% of the company and was going to become their spokesperson. So you got a nice bullish move off of that, but then shares sunk back down and didn't go anywhere because this turnaround story has taken a while to actually happen. And now we're seeing the fruits of some of their investments. They also have a new CEO, which I think has made a big difference, and shares off to the races here. Now, you can ask, has it gotten a little bit too hot to handle? I was buying this in the insider trader last year in 2017 when some of the insiders did jump in to buy. They haven't really been buying lately. It's trading 27 times. It is a growth stock, but you're seeing that big earnings growth, so you are getting what you pay for. I don't feel like it's expensive here, but this earnings report, I feel, is going to be pretty key.
Yeah, big one to keep your eyes on, definitely. But yeah, I mean, like you said, looking into the next fiscal year already, that earnings growth is explosive.
Yeah, another 20%. So I like the Weight Watchers, but you brought one of the financial services companies.
Yes, I did. And this company did just report earnings last Thursday. Blowout quarter by all metrics, ETrade Financial. So this is going to be one of the more popular online type of brokers, one of the first to really do it back in the day, and certainly still popular to this day among more active investors, active traders. So when we look at something like the market volatility that we've seen throughout the first few months of the year, especially starting in early February, that's something that's actually going to be kind of a catalyst for a company like ETrade. And we saw that pay off on Thursday. All-time quarterly records in trading revenue, total revenue, operating margin, net asset flows. So, blowout quarter might even be an understatement.
Yeah.
That, as it so often does, a great quarter, good guidance, leads to positive analyst revisions. Already in the week, we've seen 5 positive analyst revisions. The Zacks consensus estimate for the current fiscal year, 17 cents higher already, and that type of strong estimate revision, obviously, we're lifted to a Zacks number one strong buy. But as you brought up with Weight Watchers, how much are we paying for that type of performance? I wanted to take a look at the forward PE compared to the kind of broader investment banking industry. 16.5 times forward 12-month earnings, a little bit pricey in the context of the industry, but definitely not anything too egregious. I don't think that's jumping off the page as super expensive.
No.
And it looks even better when you look at the PEG ratio, actually trading at a slight discount to the broader market. So when we look ahead at that earnings growth, similar to Weight Watchers, you know, the earnings growth being worth what we're paying for there. You know, I think that PEG ratio really shows that we're within reason, even for a value investor. So yeah, ETrade, hot one already post earnings, and one I think to keep our eyes on as the year goes forward is with a few things that could continue to cause volatility throughout the markets.
Yeah, I really like this stock, and I used to own it in the Insider Trader as well. Both of these, strangely, I owned at one point in the Insider Trader because the insiders earlier this year were buying some of these shares, even at the highs at the time. So that's real bullish. Yeah, I like the financials a lot. So these are definitely ones people are going to want to be watching.
Yeah, and from a more kind of, I don't know if this is philosophical or just kind of my perspective on things, but I always like these companies that have been good at what they have been doing for quite some time. So like I said, ETrade, one of the kind of first very popular, widespread online brokers, and still to this day has that industry-leading type of name recognition. And when you've been doing something like that well for such a long time, I have confidence in that.
Do you use ETrade?
I do not personally.
Okay. I don't either, but I have this old share builder account. This is really going to age me here. That Capital One Financial actually bought out, but now ETrade just bought them out, and I'm going to roll over to them this year. So I'm going to be a new customer soon. They don't tell me when, but soon, sometime this year.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people love the platform, so I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
So if you want to know what other number ones are out there, you can always check out our list of number ones on the Zacks.com website. They are all over there, over 200 names for you to peruse. And as always, we always bring you the top stock picks every week here on these videos, so you can get a little taste here as well. So be sure to tune in here and on YouTube for our videos every week.